following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
We welcome you to our coverage of high school baseball today here on KNOX Sports and the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. Ryan Cunningham with you here today from Diamond 4, Midtown and Grand Forks. Little crosstown baseball today, and a game that has changed on the schedule a handful of times, and we're just happy to get it in today. Grand Forks Central will take on East Grand Forks this afternoon, a game that does not have implications as far as the standings are concerned, but a very good East Grand Forks baseball team that's been off to another tear this season will take on a Grand Forks Central team that's trying to get some non-conference work in before it's time to move on to the stretch run of the high school baseball season. We are now down to just a couple of weeks of the high school baseball season left before it's time to go to the conference tournament for those that are in North Dakota. The Minnesota baseball season will extend a bit longer than that, so there's a bit more season left to go for East Grand Forks. But we have the storyline of the day, a beautiful day for baseball here in Grand Forks. I mean, this is probably the best day that we've had so far this year. We've got sun, we've got temperatures approaching or into the 70s, and really for one of the first times this year, it's not the first time, but close. We've got an outfield that matches the infield when it comes down to the color scheme. We've had that old dead yellow grass that's gone on throughout the course of the season, and now we have an opportunity to see a really, really good set of conditions that are here. Credit to the Grand Forks Park District that's put a lot of work in to making sure that these fields are up to ship shape and ready to go. And Grand Forks Central at home today. They're going to play some new faces in the lineup for East Grand Forks. A talented group of athletes that they've had in multi-sport situations that are up and down this baseball lineup as well. So as you hear the names for East Grand Forks today, the names that you've heard are the names that you will have heard before in other sports that are trying to make it happen on the baseball diamond also. And there's probably some pretty high goals for that East Grand Forks Greenwave team that comes across the river today. And we bring it to you today courtesy of our premier sports partners. They include Grand Trailer Sales and Rivards Turf and Forage. Grand Trailer Sales, an east side pride type of place. They're in East Grand Forks on Highway 2 on the east side of town. If it's time to get a trailer working, or if it's time for a new model of trailer to make sure that your work or your fun this summer can get going in the right direction, you want to talk with the folks at Grand Trailer Sales. They've got every make and model of trailer that you could be looking for, no matter the job or the experience. And if you've got a trailer that's just not working up to its specs, they've got a full service department and all the parts and accessories that you need to make that trailer work just like new. So stop and see them at Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks. And our coverage today brought to you by Rivards Turf and Forage, a premium seed dealer in Grand Forks, and you can find them online at rivards.com. It is the season as we get closer to Memorial Day. The planting that goes along for some of the projects we have around our home kind of finishes up, and so things heat up right about now at Rivards Turf and Forage. We've told you throughout the season, when you do business with Rivards Turf and Forage, it's a step above buying from the big box stores. They have science on their side. They can change their seed varieties for the different conditions this year. And how about that? We've had all kinds of different conditions this year. Lots of rain that will change up what types of things are going to grow well. They can give you that expertise and make sure you've got a great seed variety at Rivards Turf and Forage. Stop and see them north side of Grand Forks. Visit them online, rivards.com. They bring you our coverage here today as well. We're going to come back. A couple of news and notes. We've got a very busy schedule here today at the Oxford Sports Complex, and work continues over at Kraft Field as well. We're hearing some things about how that project is coming along. We'll tell you what we hear, but it could be a while before we get back over to that facility. And now it's not just the high school baseball teams, but we've also got a summer that could come into some situations of having to alter their plans to play this year, which would be a bit of a setback. I think they were hoping to have that situation. In fact, they had to make a change on a state tournament because of that situation not being finished up yet. So we'll talk more about that as we continue. Do stay with us, and we'll move forward with more as we continue with our coverage here today of Grand Forks and Central versus East Grand Forks. It's the Knights and the Greenwave high school baseball today on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. We're back with more in just a couple of moments, so do stay with us.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Did you know there's another way to manage your farm's risk and protect your equity with margin protection? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect your farm from changing input costs and crop prices. Join us at Irie Insurance for our upcoming margin protection meetings, August 29th at 8:30 a.m. in Devils Lake and 4 p.m. in Hope, and August 30th at 8 a.m. in Hillsborough. For more information, visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
S&T Quick Stop in Thompson is the stop you need at the end of your day. From the groceries you may have left behind to the products you need to keep running, S&T Quick Stop is your best stop. Find us on the west edge of Thompson.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Man of Steel.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports from Montgomery Field. Diamond 4 here today in Grand Forks, where Grand Forks Red River, I should say rather Grand Forks Central, is at home to take on East Grand Forks in some non-conference baseball that we have for you today. And again, for those of you that would like to watch the video coverage of this one, you can certainly do that today. We have the live stream working for you today. You can find that at our website, knoxradio.com. Look underneath the sports tab and you'll find the live sports link. And you can also go to our YouTube channel if you have a YouTube enabled device. Sorry about that sound there. They're plugging in a couple of things next to it. Or you can go to your YouTube enabled device if you have a smart TV. Go to your YouTube app on your television. Just do a search for KNOX TV. We have the live stream working for you today. And we're looking forward to bringing you this coverage of Grand Forks Central and East Grand Forks here today from Midtown Grand Forks. We'll have first pitch scheduled to go for about a 5 o'clock start here today, and we thank you for joining us for this one. Ryan Cunningham with you here this afternoon. Now, as we get ready, one of the things that we've been waiting for here in Grand Forks for a while has been the ability to go play at Kraft Field, and that's been a subject of some conversation. And the latest that we're hearing is that project being delayed and could be delayed a little bit more. It's unsure as to whether or not any of the Grand Forks teams for Baseball Central or Red River will qualify for a tournament berth. They certainly will not be at home for a tournament berth if they do. And so because of that, the field probably will not come into play at all for the high school baseball season. However, there was obviously hope for the Legion season, and apparently work's just kind of stalled out on that project, and they need that project to be in a situation where the nighttime temperatures are above 50 consistently so they can finish off the construction of it. But there's some talk now about wanting to redo a turf portion of that, and they wanted to get in there and do that in June, and obviously that's during the heart of the Legion baseball season. Not sure if they could pull that off in a very short period of time and not disrupt the Legion baseball season, but looks like it could be a little bit longer than we were hoping for to get into the new digs. Kraft Field is going to be a wonderful place to play baseball. It looks really, really nice from the outside. And if you go between the two fields here, between where they have the Red River High School and Eagles Arena and where we're at today, down that street to the south, you can really see that with that new grandstand, it looks like something big is happening when you're there, and that a really nice surrounding for a baseball game is going to be there. So we have to be patient because we're hopeful that at some point we're going to be able to really get over there and have a wonderful baseball experience. But for now, looks like that project's going to have a little bit of a delay built into it. And it did force the flip of a couple of dates as well. Grand Forks was set to host the state baseball and softball tournament, for what we understand, on their new field this year. But because the field's not going to be ready, that apparently is going to be pushed off. We're hearing next year both state baseball and softball would be played in Grand Forks, and what a combination that would be. The state softball tournament apparently is set to go on what the new field will be for the University of North Dakota, and the state baseball tournament would be at Kraft Field, where they're getting things ready to go for a new baseball experience. And so when those two tournaments come to town a year from now, that would be a heck of an experience for fans here in Grand Forks to be able to enjoy and appreciate. And, of course, everybody that would come in be able to see those new facilities in action as well. So that's kind of the facilities report right now. We're hopeful, but it's going to take some work getting done rather quickly in order to get that thing pulled off today. But that's your update on that. Again, as far as teams moving on to the state tournament out of North Dakota, Grand Forks Central would have to win a bunch of games down the stretch, and there's only a few left to go. You have to be in the top 12, and Grand Forks is down near the bottom of the Eastern Dakota Conference, so it's going to be tough to get into the EDC tournament. Red River's right on the bubble, and with Horace, North, South picking up some wins here lately, it's going to be tough to catch those teams as well. But Red River's still in the hunt for one of those final positions in the Eastern Dakota Conference tournament. Over on the softball side, Red River's having a fantastic season. This year's state tournament for softball would be in Dickinson. We would likely be there because Red River hasn't been beaten yet when it comes down to high school softball. Over on the east side of the river, East Grand Forks having a good season when it comes down to baseball. They get the true tournament experience out of it. You don't have to qualify by making your way up the ladder in the regular season, and so it all comes down to tournament time for East Grand Forks, and there's probably a good 3 weeks or so before they move into their tournament over there and get ready to try to fight their way to a state baseball tournament, which goes on in various places depending upon your class across Minnesota. But that's a look at the update right now. We've got some good baseball being played. We've got some great softball being played as well, and we should have a pretty exciting finish to the spring sports season as we already make our way to the 9th of May and get ready to go with a run towards the postseason. That's a look at some facilities and where our teams are at right now in our pregame report, which is brought to you today by Irie Insurance. You're protected and appreciated with Irie, and it's brought to you today by Area Community Credit Union, where your memberships matter. You can stop and see Area Community Credit Union, 2800 South Washington in Grand Forks. Irie Insurance, they've been serving the area for a long time, and they've moved to all over the eastern part of the state. Find an agent by going to IHRY for Irie and then INS.com. That's IRIEINS.com. You're protected and appreciated with Irie. Starting lineups on the way. We'll go through those in a couple of moments, so stay with us. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
S&T Quick Stop in Thompson is the stop you need at the end of your day. From the groceries you may have left behind to the products you need to keep running, S&T Quick Stop is your best stop. Find us on the west edge of Thompson.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. We are today in Midtown Grand Forks at Montgomery Field, Diamond 4 here at the Oxford Sports Complex, as Grand Forks Central and East Grand Forks are set to face off in non-conference baseball this afternoon. A great day for baseball that we have here today. Our pregame report brought to you today by Irie Insurance. You're protected and appreciated with Irie and by Area Community Credit Union, where your memberships matter. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for today's matchup. And our starting lineups are brought to you today by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results, fransonbank.com. For East Grand Forks, leading off is the pitcher, Riley Hams. Batting second baseman, Drew Carpenter. Batting third is Levi Anderson behind the plate. Jace Van Epps is the cleanup hitter at third base. Carson McDonald in right field, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Cole Schmiederberg at first base. Jordan Nowacki will bat seventh in left field. Hunter Barnson will bat eighth in center field. And Noah Freeze at shortstop will round out the batting order today for East Grand Forks under head coach Dustin Freeze. For Grand Forks Central, leading off is pitcher Gabe Tandy. Batting second is the left fielder Blaze Woken. Batting third, Keegan Hensrud at shortstop, and Braden Brevick will clean up in center field. Gabe DiNicola will bat fifth at third base. Mason Griffin will bat sixth down at first base. Jackson Washburn in right field bats seventh. Batting eighth is Brody Ledegy behind the plate. And Zach Benjamin will play at second base and bat ninth today for the Grand Forks Central Knights under first-year head coach Danny Marteau. The Knights and the Greenwave are being introduced. We'll take one final pause at our pregame report and come back with the first pitch of today's matchup, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. Find us on our video stream. We'll continue with more in a moment.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. We are here today at Montgomery Field in Grand Forks, getting set for non-conference baseball that we have for you today. It'll be the East Grand Forks Greenwave crossing the river to take on the Grand Forks Central Knights today. Again, a game that's non-league, doesn't count for anybody's conference or section record, but nonetheless, good crosstown battle. Couple of pretty good baseball teams that we're looking forward to seeing in this one coming up today. And we appreciate you for joining us for it. Again, you can catch the video coverage of this today. Now, we did have one setback with that. We did end up losing our cameraman today due to the fact that the game has changed schedule a couple of different times. We really struggled to try to keep this one on the straight and narrow when it comes down to scheduling. And so you'll have the wide shot of the infield. We'll bring you the shot of our pitchers today and our batters as well. And we thank you for joining us for our pregame report brought to you today by Area Community Credit Union, where your memberships matter. And Irie Insurance, you're protected and appreciated with Irie. Getting ready for the top of the first inning. And out to take his final warm-up tosses for Grand Forks Central is Gabe Tandy, set to face Riley Hams, Drew Carpenter, and Levi Anderson to get this one started here today. We thank you for joining us here today. It's going to be a fun day and just a beautiful day. Right now we've got 70 degrees and sunshine in Grand Forks. And so with that, we're looking for hopefully a very, very fun day of baseball that we're going to have for you here this afternoon. And we thank you for joining us for our pregame report, our starting lineups. We'll dive into first pitch of the matchup As Gabe Tandy, you can see, getting ready to climb the hill, and he'll face Riley Hams to lead things off. For East Grand Forks, our umpires today, Jason Schwabe is behind the plate, and Brady Schwab is down at first base. And the kick and fire from Tandy is high. Count is a ball and no strikes, and we are officially underway at 5:01 this afternoon with sunshine and 70 degrees here in Grand Forks. Just a breeze, and that's it. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. The count will level up at 1-1 strike on Riley Hams. It's Hams, Drew Carpenter, and Levi Anderson due up. Again, those of you catching this radio side, you can find this on video with our YouTube channel. Search for KNOX TV on YouTube. Fastball high from Tandy, and it's 2 balls and a strike. You can also find it by going to our website, knoxradio.com. And underneath the sports tab, you'll find the KNOX Live Sports link, and you can access the video player from that location as well. I'll look in by Tandy, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, strike in the outside corner. And that'll level the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's softball going on, I believe, between Cheyenne and Central across the way from us here. They're having a special night over there today. I believe they've got a doubleheader going on as far as softball is concerned. The 2-2 to Hams, swing and a miss, got him on strikes, and Riley Hams is strikeout victim number 1 for Gabe Tandy today. Kick and fire for Gabe Tandy. He's got the first out of the day on a strikeout. And that will bring Drew Carpenter to the plate. And as we mentioned with this East Grand Forks team, there are a lot of very familiar names on this team. Athletics that span a lot of other sports at East Grand Forks. Tandy delivers in a swing and a drive to deep center field. Braden Brevik's back after it, tracking. He reaches up and is able to make the catch. Brevik going back is able to make the catch on that one. That one drifted deep to center field. Carpenter, a good piece of contact on the very first offering to him. And he'll fly out to center field for the second out. And that'll bring Levi Anderson to the play. We'll remember to turn that camera view around for you folks on the next one. That happened a little quickly. Levi Anderson at the plate now for East Grand Forks. And we'll see the kick and fire coming from Tandy. That one high and tight, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes on the catcher for East Grand Forks. Greenwave, green tops, white pants, green pinstripe today. Central in their gray with the maroon pinstriping and the GF on the chest. The 1-0, swinging a drive towards the right side, and that's going to drift towards the second baseman, caught at the second base side by Zach Benjamin. Levi Anderson, good line shot right at Benjamin at second base, but Benjamin hauls it in for the out. Couple of good pieces of contact in that inning, but in the end, East Grand Forks goes down in order, nothing across. We played a half inning, and your score is the Greenwave nothing, and the Knights coming to bat. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Hello?
Yeah, is your refrigerator running?
Not again.
Because it should be.
Keep your refrigerator and all your appliances running like new with the help of Bud & Ralph's Appliance Service. Bud & Ralph's has been making house calls in the greater Grand Forks area since 1986.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
Hi Grand Forks, it's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. Again, you can catch video coverage of this one today by going to our YouTube channel. Do a search for KNOX TV on YouTube, and you'll be able to find us there. You can also find us on our web browser, knoxradio.com. Look underneath the sports tab and access the live sports link. Nothing as we go to the bottom of the first, and Gabe Tandy will step in to lead things off for Grand Forks Central. From a lineups perspective, he'll face Riley Hams, who will get the start today for East Grand Forks. And a swing and a miss by Tandy on the opening pitch will bring the count to no balls and a strike. It's Gabe Tandy, followed by Blaze Woken and Keegan Hensrud due up. Riley Ham steps up on the hill. The 0-1 pitch that's sent towards right field, and that'll drift out into right field for a base hit. Just trickles for Gabe Tandy, but Tandy's aboard with a leadoff single for Grand Forks Central to get things started here in the bottom half of the first inning. So Gabe Tandy reaches with a single going opposite way to the right side, and that'll bring Blaze Woken to the plate now for the Knights. Woken is the left fielder for Central today, and he will step in. The Knights have a very good outfield look defensively. Hams delivers, swinging a foul. That'll get back out of play, and the count goes to no balls and a strike on Blaze Woken. Woken in left field today. In center field, Braden Brevick. Jackson Washburn in right field. And Woken and Brevick, very, very solid contenders on that left-hand side of the outfield. They cover a lot of ground, cover it well. The 0-1, runner goes, peg is low. The peg to second base is going to be not in time. Brady Schwab taking a good look at that one out at second base and chooses safe, and Gabe Tandy is on with a stolen base to second. There was a lot going on that tag play. Drew Carpenter coming over to cover the bag, and the throw was a bit low. The pitch was a little bit low. Count goes to a ball and a strike. And now Woken standing ready. And the pitch to him. This is low. The count will go to 2 balls and a strike. A little off-speed pitch from Riley Hams. Hams led things off for the Greenwave. Both pitchers were the leadoff hitters today. Riley Hams, tall, lanky guy. He delivers 2-1. Fastball swung on and hit foul. And the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second base for Grand Forks Central. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. And we are scoreless on the all-true scoreboard. Hams taking a look in, checks his runner at second base, and the 2-2 is high and tight. The count will go full at 3 balls, 2 strikes on Blaze Woken. Knights trying to find their way to an extra base runner here. You can see Gabe Tandy leading away from second base. And Hams delivers 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Blaze Woken down at a fastball, well placed on the outside corner from Riley Hams. So Woken is down, and that'll bring Keegan Hensrud to the plate for Central. Hensrud, the shortstop for the Knights, has been pretty good defensively this season, has been very good with the baseball bat this year for Grand Forks Central. A set by Hams, a look back at second, delivery to Hensrud, fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. We've seen a couple of multi-hit games so far this year for the shortstop for Central. And he stands in with an out and a runner at second base. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Hams delivers. Fastball swung through and missed, and Riley Hams locating really well right now. He's pounding that outside corner for East Grand Forks, and he's kept some of the Knights hitters off balance here in the bottom of the first. Hams taking a look in with the count quickly, a ball and a strike. I believe it's 0-2 on Keegan Hensrud. I thought the first pitch was ruled a strike. A look, and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, foul tip to the glove. Strike 3. It was no balls, 2 strikes, and Hensrud foul tips one back to the glove. Riley Hams, 2 strikeouts in 2 outs of the first. Knights still have a runner at second base, and it's up to Braden Brevick to come to the plate and produce for Grand Forks Central. So Brevick will step in with Gabe Tandy trailing away from second base here in the bottom of the first. Hams taking a look in for his sign from catcher Levi Anderson. He's got what he's looking for. Hams sets out in front of the chest. And the pitch to Brevick, curveball, that one drops in for a strike. Really nice curveball from Riley Hams. And Hams has shown us some pretty good control all throughout the inning, particularly targeting that outside corner. He's been very good on the outer part of the plate so far. Hams a set, and the pitch to Brevick, swing and a miss. Fastball again, targeted outside corner. And no balls, 2 strikes. Riley Hams trying to pick up 3 strikeouts here in the bottom of the first inning. Gabe Tandy away from second. A look that way by Hams. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball just missed away. Brevick holds up on it. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Knights center fielder. Hams taking a look in for his sign. He'll come set out in front of the chest to look back at second base, see if he goes back to the hook here. 1-2, it is a curveball, and Brevick swings and blasts it foul. That'll go off to the left and out of play. And again, a count of a ball and 2 strikes. Brevick was thinking what we were thinking in that situation. He was sitting back on a curveball and waiting for it. He got it, hit it well, but yanked it foul. and it remains 1-2 on Brevik. Tandy leading away from second base. Hams, a look back, another 1-2 to Braden Brevik. Fastball high and tight. Brings the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes, even on the night center fielder. Hams trying to find his way out of the inning for East Grand Forks. A look back at second base. The 2-2, another breaking pitch just missed upstairs. Hams lead into it, tried to get the call. Home plate umpire Jason Schwabe says that was up. It looked like it finished well, but came in up and over the zone at that point. Just missed, but it was a miss. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff to Brevik, swinging a foul. And we'll keep it full at 3-2 on Braden Brevik. Long at bat here for Brevik. Trying to keep this bottom of the first alive. Brevik stands ready. Set by Riley Hams. Another payoff pitch. Fastball swung on, hit foul again. Another 3-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up. Brevik's done a nice job of fighting off a couple of tough pitches here. One was that curveball that he hit foul. That one was located well on the outside corner again. And right now, Riley Hams, Levi Anderson trying to find a way to punch him out. Another 3-2, breaking pitch high and tight. Ball 4. Late break by the runner going down to third base. Tag applied, not in time, down at third. And so the Knights are going to swipe a bag on it, and they'll put him on at the edges with 2 away. So Gabe Tandy swipes third. Braden Brevik will go to first base. Free pass. First walk issued by Riley Hams. And now the Knights will bat with runners at first and third and 2 outs. And Gabe DiNicola, the third baseman, will step to the plate now for Grand Forks Central. Hams will take a look at first. That's a good at-bat by Braden Brevik to stay alive in it. Fastball to DiNicola, swung on and hit foul back to the right. And it's 0-1 now on Gabe DiNicola, who will get the start at third base today for Grand Forks Central. Gabe, during the hockey seasons, one of our cameramen at KNOX Live Sports, and of course, he's unavailable for that kind of work this year in the springtime because this is where he goes out and swings the bat. Curveball, strike 2 in the inside corner. Nice curveball backdooring for Riley Hams. That one starts towards the hitter and just came back and caught the inner edge. So the count, a ball and 2 strikes. DiNicola back at the plate with Central runners at first and third and 2 away. Here in the bottom of the first, fastball misses inside. Runner goes, peg to second base, not going to be in time. Peg back to third, trying to back pick on Gabe Tandy. He'll step back to third base, and Braden Brevik will go on to second. 3 stolen bases in the inning now for Grand Forks Central. And runners at second and third with a count now to ball and 2 strikes on DiNicola. Hams a set, the 1-2. Curveball got him on a weak swing, strike 3. DiNicola's down on strikes. 2 runners will be stranded in scoring position, and Riley Hams ends up working 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the first inning to get out of it. No runs, no hits, no runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on for Central in the first. We're through 1, and your score on the All True scoreboard is Central 0 and East Grand Forks 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. We will go to the top of the second inning, and we are scoreless between Grand Forks Central and East Grand Forks. Interesting circumstances in the First innings for each team. East Grand Forks hit the ball on a button in their half of the first, but couldn't gain a base runner, and Central strands a pair in scoring position after Riley Ham strikes out 3 for East Grand Forks defensively in the bottom of the first. Jace Van Epps leads things off for the East Grand Forks Greenwave, and he takes a slow curveball for a strike in the top of the zone, and it's 0-1 on Jace Van Epps. Van Epps, the third baseman, followed by Carson McDonald in right field, Cole Schmiederberg. The first baseman due up for East Grand Forks here in the second. Fastball to Van Epps high, and the count will level up 1-1 Like we mentioned, a number of these players you will recognize the names on due to what they did in other sports throughout the course of this East Grand Forks sports season. Lots of exciting moments for a number of teams over on the east side. Van Epps a part of that. There's a curveball for a strike. And the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes on Van Epps. Van Epps scored a goal that put Warroad down in that section championship game 3-2 in the third period. Greenwave unable to hold it, but that moment, that was a heck of a game. 4 power play goals for Warroad. That was all they scored in that matchup. The 1-2 pitch to Van Epps hit him in the helmet, and Jace Van Epps is aboard with a hit batsman. So Gabe Tandy strikes a batter. Jace Van Epps will head up to first base, and there will be some options here now for the Greenwave offensively with Van Epps on at first base. Van Epps has an opportunity to do some running if East Grand Forks decided to go that direction. Carson McDonald will come to the plate for the Greenwave, and he'll turn things around and bat from the left-hand side. So McDonald stands ready, the right fielder for East Grand Forks. And Tandy delivers swing and a miss, and a change-up upstairs. The count will go to 0-1 on Carson McDonald. 0-1 the count on McDonald. Van Epps steps away from first and has a pretty good lead over there. Tandy checks him. Runner holds. It's a curveball for a strike on the outside corner. That'll bring the count level at 1-1 on McDonald. Carson stepping out, working back in. Good part of the football season for East Grand Forks this past year. Man, every sport had their moments. A step off, and Tandy will throw over to first, and the ball got away over at first base on a pick move. Van Epps is going to trot on to second base. He'll make a turn and hold up there. And East Grand Forks will pick up a base for free in their half of the second. It'll be a throwing error that's going to be charged to the pitcher, Gabe Tandy. So an error will put a runner in scoring position now for the Greenwave, with nobody out in the top of the second inning. And Carson McDonald waiting for a no-ball, 2-strike pitch. The 0-2 to him, curveball high. That'll bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes. The football team had some solid wins throughout the course of the year, put themselves in position on a very balanced section. The hockey team was very good. Girls basketball team, boys basketball team, all very good at East Grand Forks. The 1-2, swinging a flare towards left field. It's shallow. Coming on is Blaze Wolken. He'll make the catch in left field, make the throw back into the infield, and staying close to second base, moving back as Jace Van Epps. McDonald will fly out to left field for the first out of the second. And that'll bring Cole Schmiederberg to the plate now for the Greenwave. So the guy they call Schmiedy over in East Grand Forks will step to the plate. First baseman for the Greenwave. With a runner on second base and 1 out now. Tandy, the pitcher for Central, checks the runner at second, delivers to Cole Schmiederberg for a strike. In top of the zone, targeting that belt area from Tandy, and the count's 0-1 on Cole Schmiederberg. Top of the second, no score. Each team is threatened. East Grand Forks currently threatening in this top of the second inning with a runner on second base. Curveball misses low. A holdup by Schmiederberg on a check swing. And that will level the count at 1-1 on Cole Schmiederberg. Tandy steps up, takes a look towards the plate for his sign. He'll come set, check the runner at second base, pitch to Schmiederberg, fastball for a strike. Again in the top part of the zone. Tandy doing well, finding strikes up on the top end. The count's a ball and 2 strikes on Cole Schmiederberg. Van Epps edging away from second base. You can see on your screen, Tandy takes a look at him. And the 1-2 pitch, slow curve up high. That'll bring the count level at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Schmiederberg. Who gets the first run in this one? In a game that has at times kind of gotten a little sloppy between these two teams just due to the non-conference nature. I'll look back, and Tandy delivers 2-2. That one just missed low. That's a tough pitch for Schmiederberg to take. He took it. And the count will go full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count. Tandy is set, look back, payoff pitch, hammered to center field. It's on a line, however, and Braden Brevik is right there to make the catch and relay it in quickly. Boy, another one of those situations where a Greenwave bat just absolutely unloads on a baseball and hits it right on the screws, and it was right at a defensive player, this time the center fielder, Braden Brevik. No chance for Van Epps to advance, 2 down. And Jordan Nowacki to the plate, the left fielder for the Greenwave. A look back at second base, pitch to Nowacki, misses inside. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Nowacki. We talk about the non-conference nature of this one. It's sometimes tough to tell what angle the teams will bring into a situation like this. Pitch misses away and gets away from catcher Brody Lennegy. And on to third on the wild pitch will go Jace Van Epps. So Van Epps making an efficient circuit around the bases right now, was hit by a pitch to reach, advanced to second base on an error, and advanced to third on a wild pitch. And every once in a while, when you see that white smoke coming across the field, no, we don't have a new Pope. It's just the grill, and that grill smells really good right now. The 2-0 pitch misses inside, and that hit Jordan Nowacki. So Nowacki's on his way down to first base. Second hit batsman of the inning. Still nothing in for East Grand Forks. Runners at the corners with 2 away. And Hunter Varnson is set to come to the plate for the Greenwave. Varnson trying to deliver the first lead of the game for either team. Tandy taking a look in for his sign for Grand Forks Central, has what he's looking for, the pitch. Swinging a foul back to the screen. And it's no balls and a strike on Hunter Varnson, who's playing center field today for East Grand Forks. Top of the second, All-True scoreboard reads 0-0. Scoreboard updates brought to you by All-True. Regular screenings with All-True's care team can detect illness before symptoms begin. Stay in the game of wellness with All-True. Runner goes, pitch is swung on, hit in the air, right side, in foul territory. Mason Griffin turning his back to the baseball, and a diving try made by the left fielder in foul territory. Rather, right fielder Jackson Washburn comes up empty. And the count will go to no balls and 2 strikes on Hunter Varnson. Make an appointment with All-True's care team. Call 780-5000, or you can visit alltrue.org and find out more. Runners at the corners for East Grand Forks. Here in the top of the second, Hunter Varnson down to the count, 0-2. Tandy delivers. Breaking pitch, hit left side. That'll drive into the left center field gap for a base hit. Van Epps will score. Nowacki's on his way to third and being waved around. There will be a play. Hensrud throws to the plate, not in time. Sliding in safely is Nowacki. Hunter Varnson has a 2 RBI double, and East Grand Forks will take a 2-0 lead. Couple of hit batsmen, the difference in that situation. And Van Epps and Nowacki, who both reached being hit by pitches, come home to score for East Grand Forks. And the Greenwave go up 2-0 here in the top of the second, as Noah Freeze will come to the plate now for the Greenwave. With the threat still continuing, now with a runner at second base for East Grand Forks. Tandy checks the runner, delivers to Freeze. Here's a swing and a ground ball towards third. Picked up by Dina Cola. He'll throw across the diamond in time for the out. Freeze will ground out to the third baseman, but East Grand Forks does damage in their half of the first inning, or rather second inning. They'll pick up 2 runs without, or just rather 1 hit. There was an error and 1 runner left stranded. And we've played 2 full. Rather, no, we not. We played an inning and a half. We'll get the math right at some point. I apologize. Your score after an inning and a half on the All-True scoreboard is East Grand Forks 2, Grand Forks Central 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Did you know there's another way to manage your farm's risk and protect your equity with margin protection? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect your farm from changing input costs and crop prices. Join us at Irie Insurance for our upcoming margin protection meetings, August 29th at 8:30 a.m. in Devils Lake and 4 p.m. in Hope, and August 30th at 8 a.m. in Hillsborough. For more information, visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
I go to the bottom of the second inning. Your score on the All True scoreboard is 2-0 in favor of East Grand Forks over Grand Forks Central. Mason Griffin is set to lead things off for the for the Knights rather, here in the Knights half of the second inning. First pitch on the way, a swing and a miss by Griffin, and the count will go to 0-1. Riley Ham striking out 3 in the Grand Forks Central half of the first. The starter for East Grand Forks works ahead of Griffin on a fastball in the outer half of the plate. The count's quickly 0 balls and 2 strikes. Riley Ham's pitching well, and he's been targeting that outer half of the plate extremely well today. Here's a fastball that tried it again, missed just off the plate. And the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a heck of a miss, though. Riley Hams at least gave home plate umpire Jason Schwabe something to look at there. The 1-2 curveball check swing. They're going to throw down to third. We're waiting for a definitive call, and they're going to say he's out. It'll be a strikeout on the batter, Mason Griffin, I believe. They're going to appeal down to first base to see what happened, and no, there will be no swing. Okay. So the pitch was a ball. Initial indication from home plate umpire Jason Schwabe was out, but in the secondary look at it, the appeal down to first says no swing, so the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes, and now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball got him at the knees for strike 3, no doubt about that one. Griffin taking a look at it, but that one painted well right down to the knees in the 4th strikeout for Riley Hams. He's got 4 outs today, and the 4 outs today have all been strikeouts so far in the game. He didn't strike out the side in order back in the first inning, but he did eventually get 3 strikeouts in the first. And Jackson Washburn steps in, swings and hits one foul back to the screen. And the count is 0-1 on Jackson Washburn. We're here in the bottom of the second. Glad to be with you today. It's been a fun day of baseball. There's a swing and a miss by Washburn. The count 0-2, just because you can be out in your shirt sleeves today and there's absolutely no threat of rain, which has just dominated the landscape this season. The 0-2 pitch to Washburn, check swing. That one got him on the outside corner, and there's 5 strikeouts and 5 outs for Riley Hams. Hams dealing on that outside part of the plate. The only miscue is a single and a walk, and 3 stolen bases that both led to stranded runners, or all 3 led to stranded runners, rather, back in the first. Brody Ledege, the catcher, will come to the plate for Central, and the pitch to him, swinging a foul. And it's 0-1 on Brody Ledege. Ledege taking over the catching responsibilities for the day. A look in by Hams, and the 0-1 offering. Curveball hit weakly in front of the plate. This is in fair territory. Gloved by the catcher Anderson. He'll throw across in time to first base for the out. That's a tough play for the catcher, Levi Anderson. That ball just nubbed out in front of the plate. In the long run, the Knights will go away in order, nothing across, and their half of the second. We've played 2 full. Your score on the All True scoreboard remains East Grand Forks 2, Grand Forks Central 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Presenting Hugo's Theater. Oh, I'm the worst.
What do you mean, Pally? Hugo's Meat and Seafood is the best. Just ask him.
The eyes have it. The finest meat and seafood at Hugo's.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
We will go to the top of the 3rd inning, and East Grand Forks leading Grand Forks Central by a score of 2-0 after 2. And Riley Hams dealing today for East Grand Forks. 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. A little nubber ground ball out in front of the plate. And that's it so far for the Knights offensively. And the Greenwave will flip their order. They'll go back to the top with Riley Hams leading things off for East Grand Forks as we go to the top of the 3rd. Riley Ham struck out back in the first inning against Gabe Tandy, who will work into his third inning of work now for the Knights. And time is going to be called as a baseball apparently came over from Bob McMenemy Field across the way, Diamond 5 here, and that'll be returned by left fielder Blaze Woket. Now we're ready. Ham steps in. Tandy delivers a curveball for a strike in the inside corner, and it's 0-1 on Riley Hams. Hams, Carpenter, Levi Anderson, two of these men hit the ball fairly well back in the first inning and didn't get any credit for it on a fly out and a line out, but both struck the ball well. Ham steps in, swings and hits one foul back behind us. And the count will level up at 1 strike on Hams. Still just a gorgeous day here. There's a good crowd for this one between East Grand Forks and Central. Greenwave have come across the river well today. And again, a good team for East Grand Forks. So they're following it well. The 0-2 induces a check swing. Hams will hold up. The pitch is high. That'll bring the count to a ball and 2 strikes on Riley Hams. Ham stands ready, steps in. Gabe Tandy working out of the full wind. And the 1-2 pitch is a curveball upstairs. And that'll bring the count level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count on Hams. Hams prepared at the plate. Tandy taking a look in. Delivers 2-2. Another breaking pitch, again up high. And that's going to bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tandy allowed a couple of hit batsmen, and those are the 2 runs that have been produced so far for East Grand Forks. So not looking for a free pass, but he's going to issue one here. Ball 4. Riley Hams will take one high and tight. And Hams is aboard. That's the first walk issued by Gabe Tandy today. However, it is the 3rd free pass with those 2 hit batsmen that scored back in the first. So Drew Carpenter will bat with a runner on. And we'll see if Hams is looking to go someplace. As Carpenter steps in, takes a fastball for a strike. Count 0-1. Tandy was already in his set position as Carpenter was making his way to the plate. Carpenter will speed it up a bit here now. Tandy takes a look over towards first base and then draws set. Glove down by the belt buckle. Runner goes. Pitch called for a strike on the inside corner. Peg out to second base. Gets away and squirts towards center. It's cut off by the shortstop Keegan Hensrud, but a successful stolen base for Riley Hams. So Hams will head to second base. And the count will be 0-2 on Drew Carpenter, but a chance for East Grand Forks to do some more damage now in their half of the 3rd. Tandy will take a look back at the runner at second base. And the 0-2 pitch. Here's a hot shot to left, right field. It's a base hit picked up by Jackson Washburn, and they will hold up Hams as he gets to 3rd. Washburn's in with it quickly. So a single for Drew Carpenter, 2nd time that he's hit the ball well today and sent that one on a line out towards right field. And East Grand Forks is going to have runners at the corners with nobody out, and Levi Anderson set to come to the plate. Lots of signals here from head coach Freeze because there's a lot of options here for the Greenwave. But this is their 3-hitter at the plate. We'll see if they're thinking big inning or get a run. Anderson lined out to the second baseman. Runner from first goes. Pitch misses away. There's a back pick down to 3rd, but everybody back, that didn't fool anybody. And Drew Carpenter will head to second base with a stolen bag. So now they're on 2nd and 3rd. And the count of ball and no strikes to Levi Anderson. As we mentioned, lined out to the second baseman his first time up. The 1-0 to him. He hits it in the air towards shallow right center field. Long run for everybody. Jackson Washburn comes on, makes the catch. Tagging on the play from third base to score is Riley Hams. He'll come across the plate without a throw. There was a throw, rather, but not a play. Hams will score. Carpenter holds up at second base. And East Grand Forks will take a 3-0 lead. Anderson, a sacrifice fly and an RBI. It's a fly out to right field for out number 1. And Hams will score. Carpenter hangs at second base. And Jace Van Epps will come to the plate, still with a runner in scoring position for the Greenwave. He swings and hits one foul to the right. And it's 0-1 on Jace Van Epps. Van Epps had an interesting circuit around the bases back in the second. Was hit by a pitch to reach, advanced on a throwing error, trying to pick him off. Took 3rd on a wild pitch, scored on a double. The 0-1 up high. That'll level the count at 1 ball, 1 strike on Van Epps, the 3rd baseman for the Greenwave. Andy got through the first pretty well, 3 straight batters, but a couple of those hit it pretty well. Second base was kind of a marathon, and now he'll step off and look a runner back to second base. with a run in, a runner on, one out in the inning. Here in the top of the third, Van Epps ready. Tandy delivers. Breaking pitch up and over his head. 2 balls and a strike now on Van Epps. Tandy works his way back up to the top of the bump. A look back at second base. And the 2-1 to Van Epps. Missed inside. Might have taken something off that like a straight, not quite a changeup. I mean, it looked like he was trying to throw the fastball. Didn't have as much velocity on it as maybe his normal run to the plate, but that missed, and the count's 3 balls and a strike. Van Epps ready, 3-1 to Van Epps. Missed away, ball 4. And the Greenwave will have runners at first and second with 1 out now in the third inning. Tandy hit a pair of runners. They both scored. He walked Riley Hams to start the inning here in the third. He scored. And that's the 4th free pass that's been issued as Carson McDonald, the right fielder for East Grand Forks, will come to the plate. A look back at second base by Tandy. And the pitch to McDonald. He hits a high drive towards right field, hooking foul, and that's going to twist out of play. The count will go to 0-1 on Carson McDonald. McDonald went opposite way his first time up, hit the ball to left field, and flew out back in the second inning. 0 for 1 on the day. East Grand Forks leading on the All-True scoreboard 3-0, top of the third inning. And the Greenwave threatening with runners at first and second, 1 out. McDonald standing ready. Look back at second base by Gabe Tandy. And the 0-1 to him. He hits it hard towards right field into the gap. Long run for Washburn. He's not going to get there. It's on the ground. Coming around and looking to score is Carpenter. They're going to hold up Van Epps behind him at third. And this may have ended up being a ground rule double. And we'll see what's going to happen here. It looks like they're going to rule a ground rule double. That may have snuck through out in the right center field gap and got away. So Carpenter will be allowed to score. By rule, Van Epps is held at third. McDonald will have a double. And now runners at second and third as the Greenwave will take a 3-0 lead. And 2 more in scoring position for Cole Schmiederberg coming to the plate. So the Greenwave up by a 4-0 margin here in the top of the third inning. Schmiederberg, who hit the ball hard to center field and deep his first time up, will step back to the plate for the Greenwave. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Schmiederberg. Schmiederberg hit the ball well. Braden Brevik had to turn, run it down, but Brevik with good speed in center field was able to track that down and come up with a catch. Tandy peers in for a sign from catcher Brody Lettig. He delivers 0-1, swung on and hit foul back behind us. And the count's 0-2 on Schmiedy. No balls, 2 strikes. Schmiederberg will step back in. Runners take their leads from second and third. Away from third, Van Epps. McDonald from second. Tandy shakes off one sign. And now winds and fires the 0-2. Fastball high. Double count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another look in by Tandy, trying to pick up the sign. He's got it. Comes set at the belt buckle. And the 1-2 pitch. That one low. Good frame behind the plate by Lettig, bringing that up. Allowing for the extra look. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cole Schmiederberg. Jordan Nowacki waiting on deck for the Greenwave. 2 in the inning for East Grand Forks. Looking for more with runners at second and third. Fastball paints the outside corner, strike 3. Schmiederberg knew it. Probably wanted to take a hack at that, read it outside, decided to let it go, and that one caught the outside corner. Second strikeout of the day for Gabe Tandy, now 2 away. And Nowacki, who was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second, will step in again here in the third. Pitch to him from Tandy. Fastball belt high for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Jordan Nowacki. You can hear the wind picking up just a little bit in the background, but we've had far worse this season. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Nowacki swings and hits one the opposite way to left. This one's at Blaze Woken, who has it measured. Woken will reach up and make the catch in left field. Nowacki flies out to left. Final out recorded, but more damage done for East Grand Forks in their half of the inning. They'll pick up a couple of runs on 2 more base hits and will leave 2 runners in scoring position. New scoreboard after 2.5 innings on the All True scoreboard. It's the Greenwave 4 and the Knights nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
We make our way to the bottom of the third inning, and Grand Forks Central, trailing by a score of 4-0, will send Zach Benjamin to the plate to get things started against Riley Hams, who's been good so far. Benjamin swings and sends one to right field. Carson McDonald has it on a bead, and Benjamin is the first out of the third inning. So out number one recorded as Benjamin sends in and swings one towards the right field of play. Gabe Tandy will now come to the plate for Grand Forks Central. Tandy singled back in the first inning, stole a couple of bags, was left there. Bottom of the third inning at East Grand Forks with a 4-0 lead, scoring runs, 2 runs in each of the last couple innings, pitch for a strike. And the count is 0-1 on the pitcher for Grand Forks Central, Gabe Tandy. Tandy stands ready, and Hams will kick and fire the 0-1, off speed, got him swinging, and the count's 0-2. Tandy trying to measure that. It seemed like Gabe Tandy had that pitch thought out pretty well, but couldn't find the location. Riley Hams had a great fastball, good breaking pitch, goes to the fastball and sends it towards the second baseman, does Gabe Tandy on the swing. Drew Carpenter will pick it up and throw over to first base for the out. 4-3 for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in a 4-0 game for East Grand Forks. And Blaze Woken will come to the plate for Central. So Woken to the plate, a strikeout victim his first time up. Riley Hams has struck out 5 in 2 2/3 innings. Hams delivers, curveball misses low, and it's a ball and no strikes on Woken. Woken 1 of 3 strikeouts back in the first inning. Few Knights have put the ball in play here in succession, but nothing as far as a hit as of late since the very first at-bat of the game when Gabe Tandy singled. Woken takes the strike on the outside corner, and the 1-1 to him, swing and a miss. Fastball back at the knees, busted him in. Hams has been impressive. He's worked inside, he's worked outside, he's changed things up well. He's ahead 1-2. The pitch to Woken, curveball, that misses low, and squeaks through 5-hole, and Levi Anderson goes back to the screen. Jason Schwabe, our home plate umpire, will flip that ball back into play to get a new one out there. And the count now a ball and 2 strikes on Woken. Rather 2-2 on Woken. The 2-2 from Hams. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strike 3. Riley Hams with 6 strikeouts through 3 innings of work today. Second time he gets Woken right back to the outside corner. Another great pitch for Riley Hams today, and he's got Central guessing. Nothing across for the Knights in their half of the third. We'll go to the top of the fourth, and your score on the All True scoreboard remains East Grand Forks 4, Grand Forks Central nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Hi Grand Forks, it's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
We will go to the top of the fourth inning, and Grand Forks Central will make a pitching change to usher us into the top of the fourth, as the Knights will send it to Rylan Osowski. So Rylan Osowski will take over the pitching responsibilities for Central. Gabe Tandy's line comes to an end. Tandy will give up 3 innings of work, 4 runs, all earned on 3 hits. He struck out 2, hit 2, and walked 2 today. And Rylan Osowski will take over as the pitcher now for Grand Forks Central. And the Knights will face an East Grand Forks team that's threatened in each of the last couple of innings. Hunter Varnson will lead things off for East Grand Forks here in the fourth inning. Varnson double drove in 2 his last time up. He swings and hits one in the air. Right side in foul territory. Long scamper for Mason Griffin over in foul territory. And he's got it. Hunter Varnson will pop out to the first baseman for out number 1 here in the third inning, or rather fourth inning. So 1 out, nobody on, and Noah Freeze, the shortstop, will find his way to the plate. Noah ground out to end that second inning, where the Greenwave picked up 2. They picked up 2 more in the third. And the pitch on the way from Osowski is low. Be a ball and no strikes on Noah Freeze. Top of the fourth, approaching the midway point of the baseball game so far. Been an efficient matchup. We're 47 minutes into it at this point. And the 1-0 pitch to Freeze misses inside. And the count will go to 2-0. We've seen these games between the Grand Forks schools and East Grand Forks get a little messy in the past. Just they're non-conference, so a lot of people rotate here, there, and everywhere. And sometimes you see a few things devolve, if you will. 2-0 pitch is high, counts full. Or rather, counts 3 balls and no strikes, I should say. 3-0 the count on Noah Freeze, who grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. A look in by Rylan Osowski. He'll pitch out of the set. The 3-0 is low for ball 4. And that will put a runner on first base. Osowski's first walk issued today. 1 out base runner for East Grand Forks here in the top of the fourth. And back to the top of the order, Riley Hams. And this is a pretty good top of the order. What we've seen from them so far today is that the first half of this order is choosy. And when they swing, they make very good contact with the baseball. Hams walked and scored his last time up. Move over to first base on the runner Freeze. He'll dive back in safely. But this is a moment for East Grand Forks where they could have something moving here with the bottom of the order on base and the top of the order coming up in a pretty good lineup. Pitch on the way to Hams is low. That's a ball and no strikes on Riley Hams. We'll take a look here as we dive into the North Dakota side of things anyway. Grand Forks Red River's down at West Fargo Cheyenne today, and we'll kind of run down the standings for you while we have the opportunity to do that as well. I'll step off and I'll look over by Osowski. In the league today, Red River and Cheyenne, everything's big for Red River right now. They're a half game out of that final spot in the Eastern Dakota Conference Tournament, chasing Fargo South. I think they still have South on the schedule. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch misses inside. And moving into second base without a play is the runner Noah Freeze after the ball kind of squirted away from catcher Brody Ledegy. Probably a wild pitch on that. And so Hams will bat now with a runner in scoring position and a 2-ball, no strike count. A look back by Osowski towards second base. Pitch to Hams. Missed, or actually got it on the inside corner. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. Again, you have to be, if you're on the North Dakota side, you've got to be in the top 8 in a 12-team Eastern Dakota Conference to qualify for the regional tournament. The 2-1 pitch. That one caught the outside corner, strike 2. And the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right now, Red River in the number 9 spot, a half game out of that number 8 position behind Fargo South. So they would love to pick up a win against somebody in the top half of the league. The league's pretty well stacked up there. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball towards short, charging it is Hensrud. He couldn't come up with it. It squeaks between the legs. Hensrud picks it up as a runner tries to turn and score. He will score. Coming home to score is Noah Freeze. A throw gets away from the catcher in that sequence. Moving on to second base is Riley Hams, and East Grand Forks will take a 5-0 lead. So Freeze will score. He'll score on an error that's going to be charged to the shortstop, Keegan Hensrud. And I think Hensrud's going to pick up another on the play that's going to allow for the extra base for Riley Hams as the throw got away from the catcher. And now Drew Carpenter to the plate for East Grand Forks. He sings and grounds one to short. Hensrud has this one cleanly. He'll throw across the diamond for the out. Runner attempting to move towards third. Peg over to third base, not in time. And taking the bag is Riley Hams. He'll move up to third base on the play. And now a ball getting away from the pitcher on the return throw, but that will do no harm. So Carpenter is out 6-3 for out number 2. Runner moving on to third base is Hams. He'll move up on the throw. And we'll see Levi Anderson coming to the plate with a runner down at third now for East Grand Forks. Anderson stands ready, and the pitch to him, shot foul, yanked foul down the third base line. And the count is no balls and a strike. So Red River today is playing at Cheyenne. Tomorrow, Central will play at Fargo Shanley. Red River's at Fargo Davies. That's a big game for really both teams. That's top of the league for Grand Forks Central playing against Fargo Shanley. Pitch to Anderson, curveball. He hits it foul again down the third base line. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Back-to-back days for both teams, though, and that's why with this one, Central probably using some different arms, saving what they can for conference play here today as they get ready for, or rather non-conference play today as they get ready for conference play tomorrow. Anderson ready, no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to him. He lifts it high in the air, right side, drifting, shallow, near the line, long run, and this one fouls its way down the first base line. It'll fall foul on a long run over by Zach Benjamin, who tried to make a sliding catch that way and couldn't catch up with it. Anderson, a sacrifice fly his last time up. He drove in a run back in the third. He's 0 for 1. He hit the ball well right at second baseman Zach Benjamin in the first inning. He bats here in the fourth. The runner on third and 2 out. East Grand Forks with 1 in the inning already. A look towards third base by Osowski. The 0-2 pitch. Shot foul again down the third base line. And it's still 0-2. Anderson steps his way back to the plate. Osowski standing ready, looking towards third. Another 0-2 pitch. This one hit in the air, shallow center field, and a jumping try by Zach Benjamin comes up short. It'll fall in right center field for a base hit. Anderson comes up with a single. It will drive home Riley Hams from third, and East Grand Forks takes a 6-0 lead over Grand Forks Central. Jace Van Epps will come to the plate, and we'll see a runner for East Grand Forks running for the catcher. This will be, well, the name got cut off here. It's Caden something. That many letters got cut off. I got B-O and part of the E. Okay, so Babes Flug. That's a long last name for 2 letters and change is all I'm trying to say. Okay, so Babes Flug is at first base running for Levi Anderson. Van Epps is at the plate. Van Epps swings and lifts one in the air to center field. Brevik started in, now will drift back. He ends up making the catch. Van Epps will fly out to center field, and that will be the end of the East Grand Forks fourth. But 2 more runs will come across on a hit and 2 errors, and the Greenwave will leave 1. 3.5 in the books here at Montgomery Field in Grand Forks, and your score on the All-True scoreboard is East Grand Forks 6 and Grand Forks Central 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Blue Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
We will go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Grand Forks Central trailing East Grand Forks by a score of 6-0 as Keegan Hensrud set to lead things off for the Knights. In the Knights half of the fourth, it'll be Hensrud, Braden Brevick, Gabe DiNicola set to face Riley Hams, who's been pitching extremely well for the Greenwave. 6 strikeouts, a walk. In 3 innings, he's allowed just 1 hit thus far, and has done a wonderful job changing levels and changing speeds against these Knights hitters. There's a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1 on Keegan Hensrud, who struck out back in the first inning and is 0 for 1 on the day for the Knights. No balls, a strike. The pitch to Hensrud, swinging a shot towards first base and picked up at first base on the play by Cole Schmiederberg. And Hensrud is out number 1 as he'll step on his own, the first baseman, for a 3 unassisted putout. 1 out, nobody on. Gabe DiNicola was set to come to the plate. No correction, Braden Brevick was, and Brevick is there. My apologies. It'll be Braden Brevick that comes to the plate now for the Knights. The center fielder for Central. Hams kicks and fires. Fastball caught the knees for a strike. And the count, no balls and a strike. Brevick, couple of nods of the head of that one. I don't know that he agreed with that one being up at the knees, but the count's 0-1. Brevick standing in, and that one bounces in front of the turf, or on the turf rather, in front of the plate. And the count will level up on Brevick. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brevick walked back in the first, stole second. That was back when the Knights stranded a pair of runners in scoring position. And since then, the game on the offensive side is tilted towards East Grand Forks. The pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. And it's a ball and 2 strikes on Braden Brevick. Glad to have you along wherever you may be here today, here on KNOX and KNOX Live Sports. Riley Hams delivers, and here's a shot to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Braden Brevick got one up in his wheelhouse, and he drives it quickly. And now this one gets away from everyone and will roll towards the gap. Over to cut it off is Jordan Nowacki, but Brevick running well will take an extra base on it. He'll have a double on that play and a 1-out base runner for Grand Forks Central to work with as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is high school baseball on KNOX. Coming in with you, Gabe DiNicola set to come to the plate. I believe we have a pinch hitter and a check swing for a strike. The count will go to no balls and a strike, as Central will send Landon Lima into the matchup to hit for DiNicola. So Lima steps in here in the fourth, and Lima will take a strike. The count 0-1 on Lima. Brevick away from second base. Lima swings and sends one to third. Picked up at third base cleanly by Van Epps. He'll check the runner and throw across for the out. And Lima will ground out for out number 2. Holding at second base is Braden Brevick on the play. And we'll see Noah Morkvee coming to the plate now for the Knights as they'll make another change in their lineup. So Morkvee will step in to hit for Grand Forks Central. Runner at second base, and the pitch to Morkvee, a strike on the outside corner. So Morkvee will hit for Mason Griffin. And these are some of the regulars that are getting into the game now for Central. They started some of their utility players to get things started today. The 0-1 to Morkvee is low. Count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. So Lima grounding out. Morkvee at the plate now. 2 outs in the inning. And a 6-0 lead for East Grand Forks over Grand Forks Central. Look back at second base. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball check swing. That's called a strike, and that's a beautiful curveball from Riley Hams. That one crosses at the knees, finishes below it, but that was a heck of a curveball. He's really shown us some good stuff with that bender today. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Morkvee is a fastball high. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. And you can tell that Hams and Anderson are on the right page together as well because they change levels, change speeds. You go to a curveball low, you try to come back upstairs with some heat, see if you can get Morkby to swing. The 2-2 to Morkby, fastball just missed upstairs. And the count is full at 3 balls, 2 strikes on Morkby. East Grand Forks leading 6-0, bottom of the 4th. Runner at second for Central. The 3-2 swing and a miss. Morkby out on strikes. Another fastball upstairs. No chance for Morkby to catch up. And that's 7 strikeouts for Riley Hams this afternoon. No runs on a hit. The double by Braden Brevik. He will be stranded, and we have played 4 full. New score on the All True scoreboard after 4 complete. It's East Grand Forks 6 and Grand Forks Central nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
We welcome you to the top of the 5th, our coverage of high school baseball today on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. Rylan Osowski will go back to the hill for Grand Forks Central to start the 5th inning. With East Grand Forks on top by a score of 6-0. Carson McDonald due up to get things started for the Greenwave here in the 5th. McDonald 1 for 2 with a double. The double came back in the 3rd, and the pitch to him is high and away, and a fastball, and the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Carson McDonald. I think by the end of this one, no matter how it turns out, we're just going to be happy we got some really, really nice baseball weather for the first time in a while. The 1-0, swing and a miss. McDonald staying back, trying to find a change of speeds on the outer part of the plate, missed it. And the count's level, 1 ball, 1 strike. Talking with Tyler Nelson on Tuesday when we were here for Red River's matchup, he said last year was about this time, swing and a miss on a fastball low, the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Maybe a little bit before this time, when the first game of the season was played. We were talking about the 3rd, 4th of May. We've had a chance to play, but they've been fleeting due to a nice amount of rain that's coming to our area throughout the course of the spring. The 1-2 pitch on the way is low. Count will level up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the count now 2-2. McDonald, who doubled back in the 3rd, left on base at that point. He flew out to left field in the 2nd. A look in the 2-2 pitch. He swings and grounds one towards the right side. Picked up by Zach Benjamin over to first for the out on Carson McDonald, and McDonald grounds out to the second baseman for the first out of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on. Cole Schmiederberg will come to the plate now for the Greenwave. Schmiederberg on the day, a line out to center, a strikeout. 0 for 2 on the day for Cole Schmiederberg. He hit the ball really well back in the 2nd inning. That line out to center field was a good shot, but right at Braden Brevik. And the pitch on the way from Osowski ends up hitting Schmiederberg in the left arm. So a hit batsman for Cole Schmiederberg. You know, when Central goes back and takes a look at this, East Grand Forks has 6 runs in the game. 4 of those runs have reached by way of either hit batsmen or walks, and 1 reached by way of an error. So it hasn't been the greatest of day as far as defense and overall pitching. Only 4 hits allowed so far by Grand Forks Central. Jordan Nowaki comes to the plate, or is least expected to. I think we might see a pinch hitter here. And we do. East Grand Forks will go to their bench as well. And this will be Caden Bapesflug, who we found out the last name of back in the last half inning. So we've got that ready. It's Bapesflug. That's at the plate for East Grand Forks. He'll step into the spot occupied by Milwaukee. Curveball behind his back. And a back pick down to first base. But diving back in is Cole Schmiederberg as he danced a little bit against catcher Brody Ledegy, who had the pitch for Central. The count now 2 balls, no strike on Babes Flug. Milwaukee in the game was hit by a pitch and scored, flew out to left field. Now a peg over to first base. And the ball got away over at first base from Mason Grimm, or correction, Noah Morkby, who's now in to play first base. It'll trail out, and moving up to second base on the play is Cole Schmiederberg. Throwing error, that'll be the 4th error of the game now for Grand Forks Central. And a runner moves on to second base. Schmiederberg in scoring position for East Grand Forks. So Morkby over at first, goes to retrieve the baseball, sends it back, and a curveball misses low and away on Babesflug, and the count's 3 balls, no strikes. On Babesflug, Osowski working into another inning of work, a check back at second base. Long way back here, 3-0 pitch is high and tight for ball 4, and East Grand Forks has him on at first and second. Second walk issued by Osowski. Hunter Varnson set to come to the plate now for the Greenwave. And East Grand Forks looking to do a little bit of extra damage here in their half of the 5th, already leading 6-0. Runners away from first and second, 1 out, and the pitch on the way to Milwaukee, and actually rather Varnson bounces off the turf, and runners will advance behind it as it bounces off the plate and ends up in the backstop. Schmiederberg on to third, Babesflug on to second, wild pitch. That'll be charged to Osowski, and now both runners have moved up into scoring position for the Greenwave. So East Grand Forks looking to get something done. Varnson at the plate. Pitch to him is low. Blocked behind the plate, and the count will level up, or actually go to 2 balls and no strikes. Varnson doubled back in the second, was stranded, popped out to the first baseman in the 4th. Is 1 for 2 on the day. Osowski works his way back up onto the bump. Has what he's looking for, a check back at second base. And the 2-0 pitch. That one misses. No direction called for a strike. Extra look at it by home plate umpire Jason Schwabe. Curveball catches the knees right on the outer part of the plate. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now on Varnson. Another pitch to Varnson that misses low and away. And it's 3 balls and a strike. 2 on at third, Schmiederberg. Babesflug at second base. 1 out in the inning. East Grand Forks leading by 6 at 6-0, looking for more. And the 3-1 is behind Varnson. He'll walk for ball 4. Varnson gets rid of the bat over to the dugout. And the bases will be loaded with Greenwave. 3 walks in the game for Osowski. 2 walks and a hit batsman in the inning consecutively have loaded him up. And Noah Freeze will come to the plate now for East Grand Forks. A walk and a run scored back in the 4th with the bases loaded and 1 out for East Grand Forks. Freeze stands ready and the pitch is high. The count will go to a ball and no strikes on Noah Freeze. Freeze grounded out to the third baseman back in the second. Long walk back on top of the hill for Osowski after taking the baseball back. He'll take a big deep breath, takes a look in. Runners from every base for East Grand Forks. Osowski set just below the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball, strike 1 on the inside corner to Freeze. And the count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count to Noah Freeze. Freeze standing ready. A look towards third. The 1-1. Here's a shot into left field that will drive into the corner for a base hit. It's cut off by Blaze Woken. The bases will stay loaded. It'll be station to station as Schmiederberg comes in to score. Noah Freeze with a base hit out of the bottom of the order. And East Grand Forks will take the lead to 7-0. So 7-0, and Riley Hams coming to the plate now for the Greenwave. And East Grand Forks an opportunity to do big damage. 10-run rule in effect here today. And if they start to send them around the bases a little bit, this one could shorten up. Ham stands ready. Curveball hits him. 1 more will come in. Riley Hams is hit by a pitch. And that's going to score Jordan Milwaukee. Varnson to third, Freeze to second. Riley Hams reaches on a hit batsman. And the score will move to 8-0 in favor of East Grand Forks. And this will bring a visit to the hill. for the Grand Forks Central coaching staff. So Hams reaches. He's reached on a walk, a hit batsman, and an error. Scored twice. He's officially 0 for 1 in the game, but has made some things happen. But right now it's 8-0. There's one out in the inning. The two-hitter, Drew Carpenter, coming to the plate for East Grand Forks. And right now the two runners that are at third and second would represent the runs that East Grand Forks would need to go up by 10 here in the fifth inning. Meeting over. No change to be had here in this situation. So the runner's back at every base. And Drew Carpenter, who's singled and has hit the ball well a couple of times today. He's 1 for 3. He rolled out his last time up to the shortstop. And Carpenter stands ready to go. Runners from every base. The delivery from Osowski. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1 on Drew Carpenter. 8-0 East Grand Forks on the All-True scoreboard. A look over towards first base by Osowski. And the 0-1 pitch is low, and that squeaks away to the right. Nobody's going to try to advance, however. Moving off to the right to pick it up is Brody Ledege, the catcher. But nobody goes anywhere. And the count will now even at 1 ball, 1 strike on Drew Carpenter. Carpenter works himself back to the plate. Runners there, leads from every base. A look by Osowski towards third. The 1-1 to Carpenter. Swinging a high fly ball in the infield. Infield fly rule is in effect and called for. And the ball drops behind Lima, the new third baseman. But again, with the infield fly rule in effect, Drew Carpenter is out. We'll call it the infield fly for out number 2. Runners hold their positions. Landon Lima now at third base for the Grand Forks Central Knights. And that one way up in the air, a little bit of wind swirling, but in the end, no damage done. And it comes up to Levi Anderson for East Grand Forks. Pitch to him. He swings and grounds one left side. Tough play. Keegan Hensrud can't make it. It's off his chest. 1 run will score. A long round around third base, but holding up at third base will be Noah Freeze. Coming in to score is Hunter Varnson. And that's going to be a 9-0 lead now for East Grand Forks. Levi Anderson will reach. I'm going to rule that one a base hit. That one pulled Keegan Hensrud to his right. And there wasn't a good chance for Hensrud to square that up. And it's up to Jace Van Epps to try to drive in that 10th run for the Greenwave. He swings and slices one foul and out of play to the right. And the count is 0-1. Van Epps was hit by a pitch in the second and scored. Walked in the third. Flew out to center field in the fourth. Currently an 0 for 1 day with a run scored. He's been on twice. 9-0 East Grand Forks. And runners still at every base. Osowski taking a look in for Central. And the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow center, long run. Brevick coming in. Has it camped underneath. He'll come up with a catch, and East Grand Forks will leave him loaded in their half of the fifth inning as Van Epps flies out to center. But more damage done as the Greenwave will bat around, and they will score 3 runs on the benefit of 2 hits and an error. They leave them loaded, and we have played 4 and a half. And your new score on the All-True scoreboard is East Grand Forks 9 and Grand Forks Central 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Tufty Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufty Marine will get you into the Lund Boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftymarine.com. Tufty Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports as we make our way to the bottom of the fifth. East Grand Forks leading by a score of 9-0. Greenwave stranded the bases loaded, looking to try to push across that 10th run. So we will play a sixth. It'll be the bottom third due up for the Knights here in their half of the fifth inning. Jackson Washburn, Brody Ledegy, Zach Benjamin are the men that are due up. And Jackson Washburn will make his way to the plate. There have been some frequent substitutions here, so we're watching numbers as they come to the plate. Jackson Washburn, a strikeout victim, back in the second. 9-0 lead for East Grand Forks. Hams delivers, fastball misses away. And the count will be a ball and no strikes. Riley Ham's been very good with a curveball. Has really pounded the outer part of the plate today. A very efficient outing for him. Swinging a foul off the glove of catcher Levi Anderson from Washburn. And the count level 1 ball, 1 strike. Washburn, of course, one of the 2 goalies this year for that Grand Forks Central Knights hockey team that played their way to a state championship game against crosstown rival Red River. The 1-1 curveball for a strike. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. We were talking about that Central Knights hockey team last night with my broadcast colleague Ryan Kuntz and really feel like they're the strong team to watch in North Dakota high school hockey. Curveball misses inside. The count will go to 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of players back. They're going to have to find a goalie, though, because both of their goaltenders, Preston Dietrich and Jackson Washburn, graduate. Hams delivers, curveball hit left side right at shortstop Noah Freeze. Washburn puts a good bat into one, but is out number 1 here in the 5th inning on a line drive to Freeze. With 1 away, we'll see Brody Ledegy coming to the plate now for Central. Ledegy, the catcher, nubbed one out in front of the plate back in the 2nd inning, was thrown out by Levi Anderson. 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch from Hams. Fastball outside corner for a strike. Riley Hams has gone 4 1/3 innings, struck out 7, walked 1, allowed 2 hits. Stranded 3 runners today. Here's a swing and a ground ball right back to the pitcher Hams. He'll throw over to first base for the out, and Ledegy is out number 2 here in the Knights' 5th. So 2 up, 2 down. And Zach Benjamin comes to the plate now for the Knights, trying to extend the inning here in the 5th. Benjamin 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field. It's been an efficient enough day here for Riley Hams that Central has not yet turned the lineup around for the 3rd time. And here's a swing and a foul off the bat of Benjamin. In fact, if Benjamin can't extend the inning, then the Knights wouldn't find the 3rd time through their order until they get to the 6th. So that's the type of outing that you're looking for from your pitcher, a 2-hitter. 7 strikeouts, only 1 walk, has limited the offensive opportunities from the opposition. The 0-1 to Benjamin is low. The count will level up 1 ball, 1 strike. One on the count, a look in by Riley Hams at Zach Benjamin. The 1-1 pitch, curveball, and Benjamin took a weak swing at it. I think he realized about halfway through that's not the pitch he wanted. And it's now a ball and 2 strikes. Zach Benjamin at the plate. Riley Hams trying to work himself out of the 5th for East Grand Forks with clean bases behind him. The 1-2 pitch, curveball, misses outside. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Hams delivers. Fastball grounded again right back to the pitcher. Hams reaches up and has it. He'll throw over to first base for the out. And a 1-2-3 5th inning for Riley Hams, who continues his efficient outing today for East Grand Forks. Nothing across for the Greenwave and their half of the 5th. Through 5, your score on the all-true scoreboard remains the Grand Forks Central Knights trailing the East Grand Forks Greenwave 9-0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
What do you need or want right now? Area Community Credit Union can help you get whatever it is you want. Vehicle, furniture, a home loan, or maybe you need help with a wedding. Contact the professionals at Area Community Credit for solutions. Federally insured by NCUA.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
We will make our way into the top of the 6th inning. It's 9-0 in favor of East Grand Forks over Grand Forks Central. Crosstown rivalry that we have for you today, and a beautiful day for baseball here at Montgomery Field in Diamond 4. And the Greenwave will come to the plate. They are going to face Grand Forks Central pitcher. I think they've got number 13. Is that Brody Ledegy that's gone out there to pitch? Not sure what's going on here. We don't have a 13 on the varsity roster for Grand Forks Central. Pitches a strike. Is that Keegan Hensrud, number 23? I think that's who it is. That may be pitching for Grand Forks Central. We'll take a look here. No, it's number 13, swinging a ground ball back out towards the pitcher. This will be picked up and thrown over to first base for the out. We had a new hitter there as well. Carson McDonald did not hit for himself. It was a Jacob somebody or other. Reichman? Jacob Reichman. I have the Greenwave contingency right next to me, and it's a good thing we do. So Reichman is out, number 1. And we'll see stepping into the plate another pinch hitter. This will be Noah who? Olderbach. Noah Olderbach. He'll take a pitch low. And the count goes to no balls, or rather 2 balls and no strikes. So Rickman will ground out in the 6th to the pitcher. And Olderbach will take a pitch away for ball 3. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes. So we're getting to that point again where seeing some new people on the roster cut off that was sent over from East Grand Forks. Pitch for a strike. The count goes to 3-1. The roster for East Grand Forks that was sent over cut off in the cells right after about 3-4 letters of the last name on everybody, so we don't know who it is. But it's a 4-pitch walk to Olderbach. So Olderbach will advance by way of a base on balls from the new pitcher for Grand Forks Central. We don't know who that is either. But nonetheless, and this will be Babesflug coming to the plate now. We got this guy, Caden Babesflug, at the plate with a runner on. And 1 out in the inning, and he'll take a fastball low. The count goes to a ball and no strikes. On Babesflug, who hit back in the 5th inning and scored. Now, they don't have a 13. Well, actually, they do have pitch for a strike. That's what I thought. They didn't announce who the new catcher was going to be either, so the count's a ball and a strike. They don't have a 13 on the varsity roster for Central at all, but they have him on the lineup card as Ledegy. Fastball misses away, back pick down to first base. Runner dives back in. So the new pitcher is Ledegy for Grand Forks Central. He'll leave the catcher's position and go out and pitch. And Babesflug at the plate looking at 2 balls and a strike. The pitch to him, swing and a miss. And the count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Ledegy leaving the catcher's position to do the pitching work here in the 6th inning against East Grand Forks. He'll check the runner over at first base. 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball to pitcher. Could be 2. Throw to second base. Keegan Hensrud has it for out number 1. Throw across the diamond is not in time, I believe is the call. And advancing safely on the fielder's choice will be Babesflug. 6-4 for out number 2 at second base. Babesflug will reach at first safely, and Hunter Barnson will come to the plate. And hallelujah, somebody that was already in the game is going to come back and hit here. No more chasing down names. Pitch on the way is a fastball for a strike, and the count will go to no balls and a strike. So 0-1 on Barnson, who has had 3 trips to the plate today, 1 for 2, a double, a walk, and a run scored. Babesflug away from first. Curveball. That one hit a ton, but foul to the left side, not a play. That was a curveball that hung up to Barnson, and he unloaded on it. Sent it foul, and it's 0-2 on Hunter Barnson. Top of the 6th, East Grand Forks leading Grand Forks Central by a score of 9-0 here at Montgomery Field in Grand Forks. A look by Ledecky, runner goes. Curveball's high, pegged to second base, is going to be out into center field. It'll be picked up quickly by Braden Brevik on a good backup there. And Babesflug will steal second. So a run in scoring position now for East Grand Forks. And the Greenwave will see if Hunter Varnson can drive him in. A step away from second by Babesflug. The set by Ledecky. The pitch. Varnson swings and misses. Fastball on the outside corner. And that is strike three. And Varnson is out on strikes to retire East Grand Forks in their half of the sixth inning. Greenwave will leave a runner. No hits in the inning. And we have played 5.5. Your score on the all-true scoreboard remains East Grand Forks 9 and Grand Forks Central nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Hello?
Yeah, is your refrigerator running?
Not again.
Because it should be.
Keep your refrigerator and all your appliances running like new with the help of Bud & Ralph's Appliance Service. Bud & Ralph's has been making house calls in the greater Grand Forks area since 1986.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
Hi Grand Forks, it's Monique Lamoureux, retired Olympic champion and your newest real estate agent with RE/MAX Grand and proud supporter of high school athletics. I'm bringing the gold standard to your buying and selling journey. Call me today at 218-779-0610 or find me at mygrandrealty.com.
We'll go to the bottom of the sixth inning and your score on the all-true scoreboard in our coverage of high school baseball remains East Grand Forks 9 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We welcome you to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. KNOX Live Sports back to the top of the order for Grand Forks Central. Gabe Tandy is now catching for the Knights. And so Tandy is set to lead things off now as the catcher. And I believe East Grand Forks is going to make a pitching change here, if I'm not mistaken. And they will. Noah Freeze is going to pitch now for East Grand Forks. So Noah Freeze will pitch. 5 innings of work today for Riley Hams in brilliant innings. Shutout baseball, allowing 2 hits, striking out 7 and walking 1. And Noah Freeze will face Gabe Tandy to get the 6th inning started for Grand Forks Central. 9-0 in favor of the Greenwave. Tandy steps in, 1 for 2 on the day. And Freeze delivers a fastball high, and the count is a ball and no strikes. Freeze was playing at the shortstop position as players turn. I believe we're going to see, though, Riley Hams has gone back to play short in a straight change here. The 1-0 pitch to Tandy got him on the uniform inside, and Gabe Tandy is hit by a pitch and will head down to first base. So Freeze will hit a batsman. Central will pick up a runner. And Blaze Woken, a couple of strikeout victims due up, but we'll see another change. Ezekiel Zimmerman is going to come to the plate for Grand Forks Central. So Zimmerman will bat here in the 6th, the runner on, nobody out. Freeze will check the runner at first base. Decent lead by Gabe Tandy over at first. And the pitch on the way, a strike to Zimmerman. It's no balls and a strike on Ezekiel Zimmerman. So Woken leaves the day, couple of strikeouts back in the 1st and the 3rd. Freeze taking a look over towards first base. Kind of a long look that way. Comes set out in front of the chest. And the 0-1. Zimmerman shows bunt. Bunts at it and miss. Now a back pick over to first base. They tag him out at first base. And Tandy is out. May have been a missed signal or just a missed attempt on the bunt. It looks like they were trying to move a runner over. Tandy broke and did not head back on time, and he was a third of the way over to second base. The pickoff will be 2-3 for out number 1. So the base is empty, now and out, and Zimmerman down to the count at no balls and 2 strikes. And Freeze will kick and fire 0-2. Curveball check swing there to call that at the plate. Strike 3 is called. And Zimmerman is out 2 unassisted on the tag after the ball did hit the turf. So a strikeout for Noah Freeze. That'll be his first strikeout today. Two away now quickly, and Keegan Hensrud comes to the plate to face Noah Freeze here in the 6th for Grand Forks Central. 9-0 in favor of the Greenwave. Hensrud to the plate, 0 for 2 today. Here's a swing and a shot. Foul out of play. The count will go to no balls and a strike on Keegan Hensrud. Hensrud will step to the plate. Noah Freeze giving up a hit batsman, but a back pick at first base on perhaps a failed sacrifice bunt attempt. Curveball. Hensrud checks his swing. Pitch misses low. And that'll push the count to a ball and a strike. Zimmerman bunted at the baseball. Looks like he just missed it, and not sure what was to happen on the base paths in that situation. Fastball away. It looked like Gabe Tandy kept his eyes toward the plate, did the right thing, checking back to see if the bunt had been laid down, but just kind of had to stop, maybe couldn't pick it up. And then by the time he was moving back to first base, too late. Levi Anderson picks him off. The 2-1 to Hensrud. He swings and drives one to right center field. Fairly well hit. Long run for Carson McDonald. He cuts it off in the gap. Hensrud will fly out to right field. And in the eventual order of things, Central is out in order in their half of the 6th. They did produce a base runner, but no runs, no hits, and no one left on base. And we've played 6 full. Your score on the All True scoreboard remains East Grand Forks 9 and Grand Forks Central nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. We're back with more in just a couple of moments, so do stay with us.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports. Noah Freeze leads things off for East Grand Forks in their half of the 7th, and Freeze will take one out of the zone and then one on the outside corner for a strike. And the count is a ball and a strike, and now Freeze will ground one towards short. Picking it up is Hensrud. Throw across the diamond is not in time, and Noah Freeze will beat it out for an infield hit. Not much that could be done about that situation for Keegan Hensrud. He got to that well. It was just hitting a very tough spot, and some pretty good speed from Noah Freeze going up the line to reach. And so Noah Freeze is aboard, and the leadoff man is on for East Grand Forks in their half of the 7th. Riley Hams is due up for the Greenwave. Hams had an interesting day. Pitch on the way from Ledegy is low. And the count is a ball and no strikes on Riley Hams. Hams has scored twice, reached on a walk, reached on an error, reached on a hit batsman. 0 for 1, though. He struck out back in the first. He's still looking for his first hit today. Runner goes. Pitch on the way is inside for a strike on the inside corner, rather. Peg out to second base, not going to be in time. And Noah Freeze will take a bag here in the 7th. Pitch on the inner part of the plate, called a strike. And the rosin bag ends up off the bump. Brady Schwab, our base umpire today, will call time. Flip that back onto the hill. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way to Hams is high. And the count's 2 balls and a strike on Riley Hams. Top of the 7th. Greenwave leading by a score of 9-0 over Grand Forks Central. A look back at second base. The pitch. Curveball misses low. And it's 2-1 now on Hams. Actually, correction, 3 balls and a strike on Riley Hams. A look back at second base by Ledegy and the 3-1 pitch outside for ball 4, low as well. And Riley Hams is aboard with a walk. And that'll put runners on at first and second. Ledecky will give up his first, or actually rather second walk of the day. And with 2 on and nobody out, Drew Carpenter finds his way to the plate for East Grand Forks. Curveball misses inside. And the count is a ball and no strikes on Drew Carpenter. Carpenter singled back in the first inning and scored. 1 for 4 on the day. The 1-0 pitch to him. Here's a shot towards second. This could be 2. Picked up at second by Benjamin. Flipped to Hensrud for 1. Over to first base. And got him at first base is the call. Carpenter is on the back end of a 6-4-3 double play. And the Greenwave will have 2 outs and a runner over at third. Freeze moves on to third base. But a nifty 4-6-3 double play turn for Grand Forks Central. And Carpenter is out number 2 in the inning as Levi Anderson will come to the plate now for East Grand Forks. And the pitch to Anderson drops in low for ball 1. The count is a ball and no strikes. Anderson, couple of singles, a sacrifice fly that drove in a run. He's 2 for 3 today. Noah Freeze down at third, 2 outs in the inning. Pitch on the way, fastball misses outside. And the count is 2 balls and no strikes on Levi Anderson. Little non-conference baseball this afternoon here in Grand Forks at Montgomery Field between the 2 crosstown teams. Good to see them together. Swing and a miss by Anderson. And the count will go to 3 balls and a strike. Two and 1 the count. Anderson stands ready. Pitch to him. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Nice work done here by Ledecky to fight himself back into the at-bat. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ledecky trying to get his team to the 7th and keep that 10th run from East Grand Forks for scoring. A look, the 2-2. Curveball lifted in the air, right side. That'll twist out a play behind us. And we'll have another 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up. It was a busy complex down here with the Central softball team in action. They had JV on one diamond, varsity on the other, and this baseball game going on with East Grand Forks. Good to see so many people here today enjoying the nice weather. 2-2, swing and a miss. He got Levi Anderson on strikes. Anderson reaching out to try to defend that outside corner. Brody Ledecky has a strikeout, and the leadoff single will be stranded by East Grand Forks. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th, and Grand Forks Central tries to fight their way back into it with a rally. They lead, or actually trail by a score of 9-0 to East Grand Forks in the matchup. We'll come back with the bottom of the 7th next. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Did you know there's another way to manage your farm's risk and protect your equity with margin protection? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect your farm from changing input costs and crop prices. Join us at IRE Insurance for our upcoming margin protection meetings, August 29th at 8:30 a.m. in Devils Lake and 4 p.m. in Hope, and August 30th at 8 a.m. in Hillsborough. For more information, visit our website at ireins.com. IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
We make our way to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Grand Forks Central trailing East Grand Forks by a score of 9-0 as we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Knights need a big rally here on their home turf, or home away from home turf, if you will. Down by the 9-run spot. Braden Brevick is due up for Grand Forks Central. Middle third due up here for the Knights. Right now it would be Brevick, Lima, and Morkvey. And they'll go up against Noah Freeze, who works into his 2nd inning of work today for East Grand Forks, and a good pitching performance today for the Greenwave all the way around. Fastball at the knees on Brevick, and the count is 0-1 on Brevick, who walked and doubled. He's 1 for 1 today for Grand Forks Central. A look into the 0-1 pitch to him. Curveball just missed. That'll level the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Non-conference baseball this afternoon. Been a good run through this. I mean, again, just getting out here for A decent day of weather is something different. Swinging a high fly ball foul. That'll drift out behind us. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. This was probably not the right day for me to leave my pickup on the other side of the bleachers, but I need 3 more outs to get out of this without an insurance claim. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Brevik goes down on strikes for the first out of the 7th inning. Noah Freeze has his second strikeout in relief. And we'll see Lima coming to the plate now. Landon Lima for Grand Forks Central. Lima hit back in the 4th and struck out. He's 0 for 1. That was against starter Riley Hams. Lima stands ready, and the pitch to him. Fastball for a ball. Count goes to a ball and no strikes, just below the knees on Lima. Gabe DiNicola started in this spot, struck out back in the 1st inning. And the pitch to Lima, fastball, little 3/4 swing. Went through, he didn't want to. That was out of the zone. Counts level 1 ball, 1 ball, 1 strike on Lima. Freeze taking a look in, delivers, curveball, strike 2. Nicely located on the outside corner. And the countdown, a ball and 2 strikes on Lima. Freeze shaking off a sign, now has the one he's looking for. The 1-2 pitch, fastball lifted in the air on the infield, left side, drifting, and that one's going to head out of play. That remains a ball and 2 strikes on Landon Lima. Again, a non-conference matchup today for both teams. Central with a few games left to go in the Eastern Dakota Conference season. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Lima bounces in front of the plate. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Central 0-8 in the league. You get 11 games in the Eastern Dakota Conference, and they've got 1 more of those coming up tomorrow. So we mentioned Central will take on Shanley. They will play at Valley City and host Cheyenne to wrap up the regular season. That's on May 16th for Grand Forks Central. The 2-2 pitch, curveball, got Lima on strike 3. And another strikeout for Noah Freeze in relief. He's got 3 now. So 2 outs, bases empty. And it will come down to Noah Morkby to try to extend the game for Grand Forks Central. Morkby stands in, breaking pitch misses away. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Noah Morkby. We're in the bottom of the 7th on the All-True scoreboard. It's a 9-0 lead for East Grand Forks over Grand Forks Central. Morkby hit in the 4th and struck out. He batted for Mason Griffin, who struck out back in the 2nd. Both of those were against the starter for East Grand Forks, Riley Hams. And the pitch to Morkby high and away. Count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. We'll get back into action on the broadcast side of things coming up next week. Both the Grand Forks teams on the road coming up tomorrow. The 2-0 pitch, fastball belt high for a strike on Morkby. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Noah Morkby stepping out, stepping his way back in. And here comes the 2-1 to him. Breaking pitch, just missed inside. And the count will go to 3 balls and a strike. Morkby trying to extend. Jackson Washburn would be up to the plate next for Grand Forks Central. The 3-1 pitch, fastball, swung through and missed, strike 2. And the Knights are a strike away from being beaten. East Grand Forks a strike away from grabbing the crosstown win today. Look in by Noah Freeze. He's got what he's looking for. The payoff to Morkby. Fastball high for ball 4. Noah Morkby extends the game, picking up the second free pass issued by Freeze today. The other was a hit batsman. So a 2-out base runner for Central. And the Knights will bring Jackson Washburn to the plate, who hit the ball well back in the 5th. There was a line shot to 3rd. That led off the 5th inning. Playing in right field today for Central. Morkby away from first. The pitch from Freeze. A fastball away. And the count is a ball and no strikes on Jackson Washburn. Washburn steps back in. Freeze checks the runner over at first base. And the 1-0 pitch to Washburn. Check swing. It'll be called a strike at the belt. That'll bring the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike on Washburn. Washburn struck out back in the 2nd inning. That line shot, as we mentioned, came in the 5th. And so a good swing on a baseball today. A set by Freeze and the pitch to Washburn. He bloops one foul back behind us. And once again, Central's down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes on Jackson Washburn. Freeze a look over towards first base. Takes a second look towards first before bringing the hand into the glove. He'll come set. And the 1-2 to Washburn. Missed low. That was a good pitch. Just missed away. Maybe a bit low as well. It was close. It was out of the zone, but it was close. That usually can get a batter that's down a couple of strikes to think about it. That time Washburn patient and took the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Washburn. Curveball. He checks up on that as well. And now a count back to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Noah Freeze trying to close this out for East Grand Forks with a 9-0 lead for the Greenwave. I'll look over towards first. Freeze set. The payoff pitch is in the turf for ball 4. And so back-to-back walks here at the end of the game. We'll put runners on first and second. And Brody Ledecky set to come to the plate. And if you're East Grand Forks Greenwave head coach Dustin Freeze, you probably look at that sequence, and when you have an opportunity to talk with Noah Freeze, 9-0 lead, you want to just keep the ball in the zone. You don't want to nip around. Fastball for a strike on the inside corner. The count, no balls and a strike. Sometimes the high school level, you have some guys trying to work that nasty strikeout pitch, that type of thing to end a game, but up 9-0, hit the zone, and he's done that twice. There's a fastball on the outside corner to Ledecky for strike 2. Ledecky put one out in front of the plate on a weak little ground ball, and then also a line drive shot to the first baseman. 0 for 2 on the day. He stands ready. The 0-2 pitch. That one hit towards the left side. In the hole, backhanded by Hams. He'll throw across the diamond in time for the out. Big play. Riley Hams over in the hole at short to backhand that baseball that was hit well into the well. And he gets Ledecky 6-3 for the putout. And East Grand Forks will come up with the win today as they defeat Grand Forks Central by a score of 9-0 for Grand Forks Central in their half of the 7th. No runs, no hits. They'll leave 2. And again, your final score today on the All True scoreboard will be East Grand Forks 9 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We'll come back with our post-game report in a couple of moments, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
S&T Quick Stop in Thompson is the stop you need at the end of your day. From the groceries you may have left behind to the products you need to keep running, S&T Quick Stop is your best stop. Find us on the west edge of Thompson.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Man of Steel.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Welcome you to our postgame report here today as our coverage of high school baseball continues. Postgame report brought to you today by Spring Advantage and by Lake Region State College. Your final score is 9-0 in favor of East Grand Forks over Grand Forks Central today in the crosstown rivalry. Our postgame report presented by Spring Advantage. Everything they need for spraying and application on your farm. The difference between Spring Advantage and their competitors is that Spring Advantage has what you're looking for in stock. Tips tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain carts, and seed tenders. 2 locations to serve you in Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spring Advantage. Make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and for years to come. And the postgame report brought to you today as well by Lake Region State College in Devils Lake. At Lake Region State College, we change lives, precision agriculture, law enforcement, nursing, just a few of the great careers you can supercharge your way into at Lake Region State College. Stop and see them online at lrsc.edu. Lake Region State College with campuses in Devils Lake, Grand Forks Air Force Base, and of course online at lrsc.edu. Top of the hour approaching, so we'll wrap things up rather quickly here. Grand Forks Central limited to just 2 hits today as Riley Hams gets the start, goes 5 innings and strikes out 7, walking just 1. Noah Freeze in relief strikes out 3, walks 1 and hits 1. In the end today, 10 Grand Forks Central Knights end up struck out, and a pair of base hits is all the Knights could muster here today, although they did have a couple of threats going. East Grand Forks, meanwhile, took advantage of some opportunities, scored 2 runs by the benefit of just a hit, took advantage of an error and a couple of hit batsmen in the second. In the third, took advantage of a walk and a couple of hits to pick up a couple of runs, including a big double that came from Carson McDonald at that time. 2 more that scored, couple of errors helped things along in the fourth, and a hit batsman and a pair of walks along with just a couple of hits ended up scoring 3 for East Grand Forks in their half of the fifth. And so in the long run, the Knights took advantage of a lot of freebies that Grand Forks Central pitching gave up today to score 9 runs and grab the victory. Post-game totals in this one. East Grand Forks, 9 runs, 7 hits. They commit no errors and leave 9. The win to Riley Hams today. 5 innings of shutout baseball, allowing 2 hits, striking out 7, and a walk. And for Grand Forks Central today, no runs, 2 hits, 4 errors. They leave 5. And the loss today will be taken by Gabe Tandy, who worked 5 innings of baseball today as well. Correction, I believe it was 4 innings of baseball that Tandy worked today. In the long run, he'll give up 6 runs. All of those were earned on 4 base hits. He struck out 2, walked 2, and hit 2. Again, the loss to Tandy, the win to Hams, 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 9 left for East Grand Forks. No runs, 2 hits, 4 errors, 5 left for Grand Forks Central. Your final score, East Grand Forks 9, Grand Forks Central nothing. The game played in 1 hour and 46 minutes, began at 5:01, ended 6:47 Central Time here in Grand Forks, North Dakota at Montgomery Field. We're going to take one more pause in our post-game report, and we will come back with our Player of the Game award and our finest cover of the game as well. Stay with us as we continue with our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Hi, this is Jen from Absolute Refrigeration, your local commercial refrigeration experts. Our team provides excellent and dependable service to keep your business up and running all year long. Call us at 787-1200. Absolute Refrigeration. We're here when staying cool absolutely matters.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
The The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
See the full line of Kubota at Acme Equipment Grand Forks.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need: turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Tufte Marine in Northwood is your Lund Boat headquarters. Looking to buy, sell, or trade? Tufte Marine will get you into the Lund boat you've always wanted. And they have the parts and accessories you need as well. To check out their inventory, go to tuftemarine.com. Tufte Marine, your Lund dealer in Northwood, always willing to make a deal.
We welcome you back to our postgame report, brought to you by Spring Advantage and Lake Region State College. East Grand Forks with a 9-0 win today over Grand Forks Central. Again, time is tight as we come up on the top of the hour. Big thanks to Spring Advantage, everything you need for spraying and application on your farm. And Lake Region State College. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Go to lrsc.edu for bringing us our postgame report. Our final awards as East Grand Forks celebrates a 9-0 win will be our Points Against Hunger. Today, Runs Against Hunger, brought to you by Northland Community Technical College. At Northland Community Technical College, they are fighting hunger with our area teams by donating dollars to the Pioneer Food Pantry for runs or points or goals that our teams win by. Today, East Grand Forks with a 9-0 win over Grand Forks Central. That's $9 more that will be donated to the Pioneer Food Pantry on behalf of Northland Community Technical College with our Runs Against Hunger today, brought to you by Northland Community Technical College in East Grand Forks. Our Player of the Game Award is brought to you today by PS Garage Doors, where the PS stands proud of your service. And they are thanking all the veterans in the month of May. That's why the PS stands for proud of your service. PS Garage Doors, where the PS also stands for personal service. If you need service on your garage door, give them a call at 772-DOOR. That's 772-DOOR for PS Garage Doors in Devils Lake and Grand Forks. And the player of the game today will be East Grand Forks starting pitcher Riley Hams, who worked the baseball really well today. 2 runs, or rather 2 hits in 5 innings, shutout baseball. He struck out 7 today. He was very good. He worked the outside, he worked the inside. Great curveball, great fastball. He was in command out on the hill today. Riley Hams is your Player of the Game award winner. Our final award is the Finest Auto Trim Finest Cover of the Game, and it's brought to you by Finest Auto Trim. Where big or small, they cover it all. Finest Auto Trim specializes in recovering those vehicle and those boat seats with water going out or I should say the ice going out and the water here. If your boats are just not looking or feeling the way they should, get them in to Finest Auto Trim so they can recover those boats for you. You can find them at 2201 Demers. That's 2201 Demers in Grand Forks for Finest Auto Trim. Car seats to help you convert them to leather. If you've got a hot rod that you're getting ready for the upcoming summer driving season, Finest Auto Trim can help you with that as well. Again, give them a call. Stop and see them. 2201 Demers. Finest Auto Trim. Big or small, they cover it all. That award today, Zach Benjamin and Keegan Hensrud for Grand Forks Central. You always love the nifty 4-6-3 double play, and they turned one in the 7th inning to shut down the East Grand Forks threat. That was a heck of a turn by Zach Benjamin and Keegan Hensrud, and they'll pick up that award today, compliments of Finest Auto Trim. That'll do it for our coverage of Greenwave and Knights baseball, with East Grand Forks winning by a score of 9-0. We'll see you again later on the video side. On the radio side, ABC News comes up next.